regular agenda, the minutes for approval for the Board of Aldermen regular meeting of December 8th.
Move to wait the reading of approval following the minutes. Board of Aldermen regular meeting, December 2022. So moved.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Takes us to item 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3, Finance Committee, Public Health and Safety Committee, Street Committee. There are no items. There is no report from me.
I got a report. I will appoint Alderman Cincinnati and Alderman McPherson to head up a group.
Excuse me, can John move his microphone closer? It's hard to hear him.
Okay, thank you. How's that? Any better?
Yeah, that's better. Mhm.
I'm going to appoint Alderman Cincinnati and Alderman McPherson to head up a group of their choosing to research and determine the purpose and value of having a city flag and the cost. Such subcommittee shall report back to the Board of Aldermen with a recommendation for funding to proceed to develop such flag if that's their decision. Also, I want to make the Aldermen aware that we've got some appointments. For instance, we have to appoint by statute, we must appoint the Fair Rate Commission. We got to do that before July 1st, so I'm looking for names for that. We got to come up with names, not me, but we. Okay, so that's all we have to report.
Okay, this takes us to the item number 6, legal report, Corporation Council billing.
Move to authorize a total payment of $6,316.50 to Corporation Council to Kenosha Standard LLC for services rendered with statement dated January 4, 2023, with funds to come from the following legal services account. From legal fees, $3,487.50, and from disbursements, $2,829. So moved.
Second.
Just maybe explain the disbursements.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed?
I'm not opposed, no, I'm in favor, but I want to know what disbursements are. What's happening?
What they, what,
Expenditures that we made that we're getting reimbursed for. Sometimes we have to pay a court entry fee, sometimes we have to pay a court reporter, sometimes we have to pay a filing fee.
Did you hear that, Chris?
Yes.
You mean you could say you could hear him?
Yeah, and I know he speaks softly, but I could hear him.
you know, we had,
And specifically in this one, it's a title search, two title searches.
we had a discussion earlier this week with respect to the fact that, you know, I'm not sure that even after all these years, why this even needs to be on the agenda for automatic approval. They're like any other department in the city. They have a budget that is approved during the budget process by the Board of Aldermen, and they're authorized to spend down on it. And, you know, for the life of me, it dawned on me, you know, why are we doing this?
I think you make a good observation. This goes back to before we began 32 years ago. It was been done forever. And, you know, you got the budget approved, you got line items in the budget. That's what we're doing to keep doing the same thing. We're just duplicating.
We don't do this for every other department. Why are we doing it for Corporation Council? I mean, now that doesn't mean that you can't have an accounting of their monthly fee, their monthly billing. That's available.
I think seeing what we're doing legally is important for the audience, so we know where we are.
Well, you can see it. There's nobody saying you can't see it. Anybody can see it.
It's glad to submit it.
But you know, well, why does it have, why are we approving it?
What are we approving? We're rubber stamping. It's in the budget.
Because it's in the, they already spent.
Yeah.
So the same would apply for Assistant Corporation Council billing.
Right.
So look at, did we vote?
Not necessarily have to mark it out.
So we might as well,
Well, make it our final vote.
make it your final
Make it our
vote, right?
final vote, and so we go, look, we should all understand that we're not going to,
We did vote on it.
what we'll do is,
Okay.
we'll certainly provide you monthly if you want to continue to receive
Like to see
the
the bill.
details.
Yeah.
We'll just provide it because they have to provide it from finance anyway.
Yeah.
It could be part of this packet,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
in addition to this packet.
right. You know, it's all there, so we just won't, just one item unless we have to act on it, just rubber stamping.
Okay, item 6.2 is Assistant Corporation Council billing.
Yeah, move to authorize a total payment of $2,343, Assistant Corporation Counsel, Thomas Galvacano, for services rendered for statement dated January 3rd, 2023, with funds to come from the legal fees account. So moved.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Okay, I hope the town manager is not watching this meeting and, has any objection. I know I'll get a phone call. Because
You might get a phone call from John Welch.
Mr. Transparency. All right, item number 7, legislative old. There are no items from public hearing. Item number 8, financial business old. There are no items. Takes us to number 9, financial business new. 9.1 is January statutory refunds.
Now, this is statutory. This you have to do because it's outside payments. This is go to third parties. Move that the report of the tax collector relevant to the refund of taxes for a total amount of $19,457 be approved, and that the finance director be directed to make payments in accordance with the certified list received from the tax collector with funds to come from the statutory refunds account. So moved.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Motion carries. Item 9.2 is the amendment to the funding source for police department body dash cam board cameras storage item passed at the December 8th, 2022 meeting.
Move to amend the funding source for the purchase of police department body dashboard camera storage passed by the Board of Aldermen at the regular meeting held December 8, 2022, to reflect the amount of $42,132 to come from aldermanic bonding pursuant to section 7.16 of 7.16 of the city charter.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. And the reason that we're doing this is the auditor brought to our attention that the original funding source was an ineligible source, so it had to be corrected, and that's what we're doing. Same for this item and the same for the next item.
So my question, I know that this is about, we've had a few of these. so far, amendments to the funding sources, like, and I know that we've been trying to allocate money from the COVID money. This is what the funding was supposed to come from.
What's the question?
Well, I'm just curious, because this is a repetitive thing that I see coming up, that we approve it to come from the, for lack of a better, what did we try? Thank you. American Rescue Fund. So all of these things we've tried and they just haven't worked.
No, we're told that they're not an eligible source. When we submit for the payment, they say, well, you can't use it for this.
Right, so do we know what we can use it for?
Well,
Mayor,
yeah,
we know what we're going to use it for. Sometimes the bucket of money that it comes out of is a bucket that's not authorized because of our audits. And the auditors say you have more than enough money, but you got to put it back in this bucket and take it out of this bucket. And that's what's been happening with regard to this. Our problem is we have a lot of money right now, to be very honest.
well, and the other problem is that, like with the body cams, it's coming from a federal grant.
Mhm.
And to pay our share from another federal grant, you can't do. So we have to correct that, and that's what we're doing.
So we're already getting granted money.
Yeah. And these grants always have a different set of rules, especially when federal is much more stricter than state.
Yeah.
And when you make mistakes and don't pick up on it, they come back years later and they fine you.
Right.
So this one fortunately got picked up.
And so can we have, I think we've asked, and if we've gotten it, then I apologize, but do we have a current, like, amount that we have left because I know there's a time limit, right?
I don't have that information, that would come from finance.
Right, okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, item number 9.3, amendment to the automatic bonding passed by the BOA on, the 2021 fiscal year.
Move to amend the funding source for the Bridgeport Magnet School tuition cost passed by Board of Aldermen at the special meeting held June 24th, 2021, with the new motion to read, move to approve an amount of $252,000 for Bridgeport Magnet School tuition cost, with funding to come from the general fund surplus. So moved.
Further,
You want me to read the rest further?
well, I don't think you don't have to read the whole thing, but further, this.
Further move to reflect the amendments in the fiscal year 2021 portion of the automatic bonding trust. That's so that our records,
So that you see that what was bonded in that year.
and she's copied it on the back. So you have the full 2021.
Okay, so the motion is made, and there's a second? Second. Motion is seconded, and the reason for this is that the auditor said that this has taxing consequences, so that we need to change it, and that's what we're doing. First I've ever heard of that, but okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, this takes us to item legislative new, item 10. We have 10.1A, 10.1B, 10.1C, 10.1D, 10.1E to go to public hearing. That will be, we have to set a date, that will be for February.
February 28th, I believe is the date.
Yeah. Okay, and then item 10.2 is the appointment of a charter revision commission.
Okay, so we move, move to approve the following resolution. Whereas the city of Shelton wishes to create a charter revision commission, and whereas the Board of Aldermen agrees that it is timely to examine the current city charter, and whereas the Board of Aldermen wishes to appoint a 5-member commission to conduct this review in accordance with Connecticut General Statute 7-190A, and whereas such state statute requires that a deadline be established for completion of the commission's draft report within 16 months after the commission's appointment. Now therefore, the Board of Aldermen of the City of Shelton does hereby create a charter revision commission consisting of 5 members and orders completion of its draft report no later than May 2023, if not before. Further, that the following Shelton directors are hereby appointed to such commission. This is based on the names I have. Will Apple, 34 Soundview, Republican, 34 Soundview Avenue, Joanna Caroni, Republican, 120 Howe Avenue, Ruth Ann Dunford, unaffiliated, 5 Graylock Way, David Prizzuto, unaffiliated, 52 Applewood Drive, and Peter Finch, 23 Grant Point, Shelton, Connecticut, Republican. So moved.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Any discussion?
The Finch name is, rings a bell. Where do we know that name from?
He is the son of the former mayor of Bridgeport, Bill Finch.
Oh,
Who lives in Shelton.
so do I. Wow.
Well, let's just say he and his father don't see eye to eye politically, but I'm sure they love each other. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, this takes us to item 11.1, Grant Partners LLC versus the City of Shelton.
Messed up. Messed up one. Oh, so okay, move to approve the proposed stipulated agreement as stipulated assessment as agreed at $705,770. So moved.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, item number 11.2 is the police union contract.
Move to approve the Shelton Police Union contract with the city of Shelton as negotiated and ratified by union members. So moved.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. I just want to call to your attention, if you don't already know, that this is the second time within a year that we have approved and ratified a police contract for the Shelton Police Union. And I say that because there has, in the past months, there has been a lot of dialogue and commentary about the fact that I won't negotiate with Public Works and that they've been without a contract for a very long time. And that's just gibberish and nonsense. And this proves that, hey, if you want a contract, you sit at the table and talk, then you get it. First time in 32 years that this has happened in the city of Shelton with the Public Works contract. But hopefully in a week or two, we'll be able to report to you a happier ending. But I need to say that publicly because, you know, when people want to criticize and don't understand the facts, or criticize because they're trying to drive a narrative, as we do politically in America today. And I don't mean just here in Shelton, I mean all over the country. That's what people do. They drive narratives because they want you to believe things that benefit them and not necessarily reflect what is the actual fact. So with that, anybody have any questions about the police contract? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Are there any opposed? Motion carries. All right, this takes us to item 11.3, Lodato's workers' compensation.
Move to approve the recommended motion of Assistant Corporation Counsel at 88% partial disability. Couldn't read my own writing.
It's 8%.
88%.
8.8.
8.8. Okay.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? There ain't none opposed, the motion carries. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right.
11:04.